Well, it was bound to happen. And of all people, you would probably think that it would be Apple to be the first one to not only take the charger out of the box, but also the power cord and quite possibly everything else. No, it's not Apple. It's actually Sony. Sony has finally, well, they drew first blood.
They drew first blood, not me.
They beat everybody else to the punch. I was watching an unboxing video. I saw a tweet today from MKBHD, and yes, the only thing in the box is the phone and a little paper, basically screen cover that comes on the phone. So there's no screen protector that comes on this phone at all. Just don't even get that in your mind. But we would expect that there would at least be kind of a charging cable in there. You would hope there would be a charger because the phone costs $1,599. $1,599.
That's a lot of damage.
Just a phone in the box. And the one video I did see, there was not even any paperwork in there. It was just a little Sony box with the Xperia 1 Mark IV in it. And I gotta say, this one kind of caught me off guard and kind of out of left field. If you were to sit down and tell me, okay, this summer, or basically the fall, this year, you're going to have a flagship phone that's going to come out, no charger, no power brick, probably no SIM ejector tool, no nothing. You're basically just going to get a phone. Sony is not the person that I would expect. I would expect probably Apple, number one. They're the people that said from the get-go, hey, we're taking the power brick out because it's better for the environment, which I don't think even they believe. I really don't think that they do. Like, how could they possibly believe that? Because if they did, then their actions would probably speak louder than words, and they wouldn't be trying to sell you a much more expensive charger and a new charging method. Yeah, no, don't worry. We're not going to give you a charger because there's a billion chargers in circulation. There's all these 5-watt chargers we have everywhere. But wait, we'll sell you MagSafe, but the 5-watt charger won't work with MagSafe. So you got to buy our 20-watt charger. Yeah, nobody believes that. Nobody, Apple. And then you had Samsung and I think Xiaomi. They're like, no, we're not going to follow suit. We're going to bash them for this. And then some guy in accounting was like, hey guys, if Apple's getting away with it, then we can just blame this on them. It's not us. We didn't do this, and we can save a lot of money. So then Samsung and Xiaomi and everyone else said, you know what? If it's good enough for the goose, it's good for the gander, and we're not going to give you a charger anymore. Well, now, I said this probably last year. I said eventually we're going to get to the point, and when I said this, I used Apple as an illustration. I said one day you're going to walk into an Apple store, and you're not even going to get a box. They're just going to give you the new phone. They're going to have them there. They're just going to have them there. They're going to ship them over in bubble wrap so they can't get scratches. And they're going to hand you your new phone. No box, no accessories, no nothing. Because that's ultimately what's best for the environment, right? And I'm not anti-environment, but I'm anti-BS. And then trying to say that you're using the environment as a scapegoat to charge me more money and to save you more money. I don't fall for this stuff. So I don't buy into that. I know they don't believe this whenever they try to tell this to people. They can't. But anyway, so Sony drew first blood, just like Rambo. Well, I mean, Rambo didn't. They drew first blood, not him. But anyway, you get the picture. Sony, first one, out of the gate, 2022, when their phone comes with the box, basically you're just getting a box. And I know we've beat this horse to death. We have talked about this over and over and over and over again. One, there's a being ripped off argument because you're paying a lot of money. You are paying a lot of money. And it's one of those things where it doesn't matter if you're now buying a $599 Pixel 6, if you're buying a $1,799 Fold 3, if you're buying a $1,599 Sony Xperia 1 Mark IV, you don't get a charger. Well, now you don't get a cable. And honestly, I think there's probably more cables floating around that are more useful than there are charging bricks. But this is a carbon footprint, better for the environment, blah, blah, blah. I get it. Well, if you're going to do that, then quit making new phones every year. Like, all you're doing is just creating more and more and more e-waste. Like, what you're doing is just trying to make money and then feign that you actually care about this stuff to try and make it more appealing and to give yourself an out for being a cheapskate and then increasing your profit margin by screwing us over and not giving us the actual stuff we need to charge it. And I guess they said, I think maybe Elon Musk is the one that led the charge on it this time because they're taking away the charging cable that comes with the Tesla. And I made a video about this recently with my wife. My wife a big time Tesla YouTuber. I mean, not really, but I mean, she is in my heart. She's got about 10,000 subscribers now. You should definitely subscribe to her channel. Go watch it if you like Tesla stuff. There's a link down in the description. Sarah J. Awesome. She is pretty awesome. But we were talking about this because we actually use that cable. Like, there's like this emergency cable you can use that you can plug it in. You can do it with the 110, so you can get like an emergency trickle charge on low power, plugging it into a regular outlet, or you can use it for 220 with an adapter. It's great. That's what we use to primarily charge our car. So I don't like the fact that they do this stuff. And there was a way to do this before. Remember whenever Samsung first started taking the earbuds out, there was an option. You could opt in or you could not opt in. If you wanted them, you just check the box and they would give you the earbuds. So that's how I think they should approach this. I don't necessarily need a charger. Save me $10. Look, save you $10 and save me $10 and just give me a little box to check when I order it. That's the best way to do it, because some people need one, especially when you get these new phones. They charge at 25 watts, 35 watts, 45 watts, 55 watts, 120 watts. There's a whole lot of charging going on. That's some craziness nowadays, and these chargers are not cheap. So I get that. They want to save money, but how are you going to advertise stuff? Look, if you're going to not give me a charger, the last time you gave me a charger was an 18-watt charger. It wasn't a 25, it wasn't a 30, it wasn't a 35, it wasn't a 45. So I had to go out and buy this. And Samsung tries to get around this by giving you if you pre-order it, they'll give you some credit so you can get one from them for free. It's all a bunch of gimmick stuff. It is. It's plain and simple gimmicks. But I didn't see this coming from Sony. And I really don't think Sony should be the one to do this. Already, okay, there are people that want this phone. I mean, I want the phone. I'm going to buy the Xperia 1 Mark IV. I think that it's cool. I think that the way they're trying to leverage this and position it as a content creator's dream phone, you can do live streaming from it. You can do your recording. You can use the accessories, so you can get the little monitor on the backside, so you can use the primary camera. I record with my selfie cam on my iPhone all the time. So to be able to have that capability to use a phone where I can do all my recording, wireless transferring, or just drop it over to my file on my computer, and then be able to use the primary camera, my videos would look a lot better. This right here would look way better. Now, I wouldn't be using a selfie camera, but there's a lot of stuff about it that I like. But it really irks me that I'm going to go spend $15.99, and then you're going to get a box with nothing but a phone in it. And I think that that's pure BS. We equate these all the time. Like, well, what if you go buy an electric vehicle and they don't give you a charger? Well, Elon's done that one. Or what if you go buy a gas car and then they don't give you gas? I mean, we haven't gotten that bad yet, but by gosh, with $5 a gallon gas prices, it wouldn't surprise me if it's right around the corner, because, you know, they're selling you the car, not the gas. So what they'll do, I bet you next in the gas car industry, is they'll sell you the car, and then they'll have a surcharge on there to charge you for the gas they're going to put in it so you can drive it off the lot. And you probably won't even realize you're getting charged for it. But maybe they already do that. I don't know. Maybe I just sound ignorant. But that wouldn't surprise me. So I think that it's interesting that Sony's the first one to do this. Makes me very curious, because if Sony goes ahead and does this, maybe they got a leg up on the industry, and they're like, well, we know Apple's going to do it anyway. We're just going to preempt them and save ourselves some money. It would not surprise me if now finally in 2022, when the iPhone 14 comes out, if there's no charger and if there's no charging base. That would not surprise me at all. But I bet you they still put those stupid little Apple stickers in there. I bet you they would. Gotta save the environment, but by gosh, put that sticker on stuff to know you bought Apple products. So, yep, real surprising. Didn't see this one coming. And I was like, you know what? It's late at night, whatever. I just got done watching the Chip and Dale movie. I'm going to go turn on the red lights, and we're going to talk about this, because I think that companies have just gone entirely too far with this. Like, it is beyond too far. What are we going to start doing next? Selling laptops with no charging cable? We're going to sell computers, and we're not going to... Well, that's a bad illustration. There's so many things you don't get with computers. But it's just ridiculous nowadays what we're being taken advantage of as a consumer, and what we're not being given, but we're still being charged more than we typically are. Especially, we've got inflation, we've got everything else going on around the world. It's not a political statement at all. Not a political statement. When something costs 3 times more than what it cost a year ago, that's not a political statement. That's it just costs way too much statement. And I think a lot of people can relate to that. So this is just another far-reaching thing that another company is doing to take advantage of people. This is not in any way a review of the phone saying, oh my gosh, Sony's going to go burn. I'm not going to go buy their phone. Look, I want the phone. I'm going to get it, but I think that this is ridiculous. And there has to be some repercussions somewhere, whether it's a social media campaign, whether, I don't know what it is, but there needs to be some sort of accountability somewhere other than us just having to get shafted all the time by companies continually to cherry pick what we are going to get. I mean, they keep taking out features. Now they're taking out accessories. You don't get screen protectors anymore. You don't get cases. You don't get earbuds. You don't get chargers. We're fixing to start not getting charging cables, apparently. All they're going to have in there is their swag so people can know you bought their product. That's going to be about it, apparently. But it's a seriously concerning trend, and I really don't like it. And I'm sure you guys don't either. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. I've been talking way too long about this, but it got me fired up. I mean, I turned the red lights on. It's been a while. I mean, heck, YOLO, get my blood pressure up before I go to sleep. But all jokes aside, I never sleep. But anyway, so that's all I've got. What do you think? Are you irritated about this? Do you think it's one step too far? Is it one step closer to the edge and you're about to break? Are you? Anyway, so we'll talk about it. Go to the comment section. Let's get this one rolling. We'll have some conversation about it. But I'm fairly certain you guys are probably going to be less also unenthused about this like I am. So that's all I've got. Questions, comments, go to the comment section. I will get back with you. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. And as always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys next time.